Nazdar kamarádi, je tady Plewell, první v novém roce a shodou okolností prvního. Krásně nám to vyšlo. Asi chápete, že my vlastně ve skutečnosti jsme ale momentálně někde pod nějakým stolem nebo na záchytce, takže tenhle ten díl jsme vám přetočili, protože kdo by se chtěl dívat na to, co z nás bylo ve skutečnosti prvního, že? Každopádně, minulý rok jsme dělali spousty skvělých rozhovorů, takže vám pustíme ty nejlepší z nich. Takže třeba jako první navrhuju taková ta velká věc, tak má tu kytaru. Zakk Wylde, jo.
It's a big honor to have you on Slušný kanál.
I dig it, man. Well, thanks for having me. Cheers, brother.
You just arrived from Poland, right?
Yeah, we were rolling with the Polish Power chapter last night. Yeah, it was ass-kicking time. We had a great time.
Zakk, would you count in how many bands you played?
How many bands I play in?
No, not like featuring, but really your bands.
Well, you got Black Label Society.
Sure.
And then, we also have Zach Sabbath now. And then, obviously, now we're doing the Book of Shadows thing. So, this way people know what they're getting. If you're going to see the Zakk Wylde, the Book of Shadows thing, it's the mellow stuff.
Yeah.
And then when we do the Black Label, when we have Black Label Mass, it's, it's a ton of polka and, dancing and stuff like that. And then when we do Zach Sabbath, it's complete disco. You know what I mean? So, even more dancing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then when the Zakk Wylde thing, it's more waltzing and things like that. So that kind of dancing.
Okay.
But it's all about dance because that's what we live for and that's what we have passion for. That's serious. Keep going. Next question.
Okay. Well, I was just wanting to refer to Steel Dragon, if you still remember that stuff. And what do you think of Mark Wahlberg as a singer?
Oh, Mark's great. Mark's good people, and he's a Black Label brethren as well, Doom. So, because Mark he was in the video when we did the Counterfeit God thing. So we had Mark playing bass in there and stuff like that. Yeah, so we love Mark. Mark's awesome, man.
Okay. Well, you're really known for playing Marshalls, right? You have your GCM 800.
Yeah, well, Marshall will always be part of my family and part of where I came from, and because I love everybody over there. So, no, it's just I'm starting my own company now. So it's like moving out of your parents' house. You know what I mean? Now you got your own pad. So. No, I've truly been blessed. Everybody I was with Gibson and Epiphone, Dunlop and Marshall. Like I said, they'll always be family to me and they'll always be where I came from. So, and part of who I am. So basically, it's the same thing. You take the same craftsmanship and the quality, obviously, and if we played for Manchester United or a championship caliber team, and me and you were going to start our own franchise, obviously you take the work ethic and everything that was when we played for Manchester. So to have a successful club. So that's about it, man. I mean, you just if you're starting a restaurant or we were starting a burger joint, make it so the food's good, man. I mean it's not hard. Just make it good. That's all.
So that's the Wild audio. It's what you introduced at NAMI show in 2015.
Yeah, well, we had, so, and actually right now with the amps, as far as the amps go, I'm test driving all the, the ones that we're going to use as production models. So, I mean, obviously, taking all the prototypes and I just bring them out and I test drive and put a beating on them and see how they last and everything like that, and then they're going to be ready to go. So I would figure that the next NAMM is going to, when we launch the amps, and then we're going to have new lines of guitars and everything like that. So it's on now.
Well, now let's get over to the Book of Shadows.
2.
The second. It took you 20 years to release the second sequel, however you call that.
Yeah.
What moved you in your life, or what made you?
Well, a lot of people ask, so like, why 20 years? And the whole thing is,
or maybe why right now?
Well, the goal was to break right from the beginning. Chinese democracy took 15 years to make. We figured, let's break that record. So by the time we got to 16 years, I said, to hell with it. Just keep going another 4 years and we'll make it 20. And then, because I figured, no matter what, whether the record is a success, a failure, whether people like it, they don't like it, that really means nothing. The fact of the matter is that the 20-year record in between the first one and the second one, the only one that's probably going to be able to break that, I figure, is you have to be independently wealthy like Richard Branson and not have to work for 20 years in order to not come out with another record for 20 years. So I feel we'll be confident in holding that record for quite some time.
Okay.
So that's the reason why we took 20 years to make the next album.
And why exactly now? Oh, did something happen in your life that made you? Because as for the music sort of genre, it's different from what you did.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the mellow stuff. I mean, the constant between the two, obviously between the first Book of Shadows 1 and Book of Shadows 2, is just my love for all that style of music, whether it's Neil Young, Bob Seger, the Allman Brothers, the band, Elton John, Van Morrison, you know, and I love Percy Sledge, Sam Cooke, that genre of music as well. So the Eagles, I love, you know, Skinner, Bad Company. I mean, you know, when they're all doing the mellow stuff. So, I mean, it's just, that's the constant in between the two albums. So, you know, and it's my love for that kind of music. But like I said, I mean, in between the 20 years, we've been bleeding Black Label for the last 20 years, and you know, since 1998. So it's constantly been touring and making records and, you know, cleaning the dog run, changing diapers, doing dishes, laundry, you know, all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, and this tour that you're just doing with your solo record, it's really packed. It's like basically every day a show in Europe now for about a month, right?
Yeah.
And then you're moving over to the US. What you do to keep up this rhythm? It's like it's unbelievable, you know, to play basically every single night.
No, I love it, man.
Okay.
You know, that's the reason why you have those posters of Jimmy Page up on the wall, and Randy Rhoads and Frank Marino from Mahogany Rush, and John McLaughlin and Al Di Meola and all those guys. So I mean, that's the reason why you do it. You know, because you know. Like Jeff always says, you know, the fabulous Moolah, our drummer in the band, our Black Label brethren, or Jeff just says, we have the greatest job in the world. Every night you get up there and do what you love. You know, so I mean, that's the secret to life, man. You got to do what you love. That's the reason why it's either this or I'll never come out of the room because I'm just watching porn all day. So, you know, I mean, you know, that's the reason we got to constantly do a show every day. Otherwise, there will be no shows.
Whatever you like.
We'll just stay in a hotel room. I mean, that's about it.
Cool. Is there any special venue that you are looking for? That's your like favorite that's included in this tour?
No, I think just like any other band or any artist, I think as long as somebody shows up, that's all that matters. I've played in people's kitchens. I've played in the basements. I've played with Ozzy. We played in prison. I've done those before. You know, so yeah, where anybody shows up, it's always a good time. You know what I mean? I think if you ask any real musicians, it's for the love of playing anyways, you know what I mean? And if you can make a living doing it and you can pay your light bill, God bless you.
Musím říct, že pro mě osobně byl jako velký top rozhovor s Maxem Cavalerou, i když to bylo ještě vlastně před rokem, takže 2015, ale myslím si, že opakování matka moudrosti.
Really proud to see you.
I'm very happy to be here.
I have only 7 questions for you, and not especially about your music, but about your life in the music. You know, like the first one is, did you start playing music to get the girls, or did you really have an artistic need?
It was not really artistic. It was more like pissed off. You know, we're angry, we're poor. And in Brazil, third world, we didn't have any money, so we were really angry, and we needed something to let the energy out, you know, let the anger out. And there's different ways you can do that. You can go into crime, violence, or you can go into music. And we went into music. It wasn't for the girl. We got no girls. They all hated us. We were like the worst band in the world when we started.
And what do you argue about the most in the band?
Mostly was stupid stuff, you know. Which bunk you get in the bus, and what songs to play, what tuning. You know, I had a big argument with Andreas once about the tuning. I wanted to try different tunings, and he wanted to stay just with one tuning. You know, we must be, you know, only one tuning, and it's like, that's bullshit. We should try all different tunings and be open-minded, you know. So stuff like that.
So nothing important.
Nothing really important.
As usual.
Yeah, stupid stuff.
Who did you last want to kill from the band?
Well, I had a big fight.
Or he made you really angry?
With Andreas in Russia. Just choke him and throw a TV at him, you know. So that was pretty bad.
Really? What happened?
We were just drunk. I don't remember, but we destroyed the whole room, and so next day we had to pay for it, you know, and it was only $10. So I suggested we do it again.
It's like the whole hotel for $1,000.
$10. All right, let's do it again, you know.
How many times did you think, fuck it, I don't want to play the music anymore?
A lot. Last time that was for real was when I left Sepultura, you know. It was really like dark time. For 6 months I was stay home drinking, doing drugs, and didn't want nothing to do with music. But then one day I wake up and grab my guitar and start writing music again. And I went back and make Soulfly, created Soulfly, and Soulfly is now very popular, you know. So I'm glad I did it, you know. And now I have Soulfly, Cavalera Conspiracy, and Killer BQ, 3 projects.
It gives you more power, maybe more inspiration,
more inspiration, more energy, and more avenues of inspiration, you know. And I get to really do different stuff because, you know, Soulfly is very different from Cavalera. Cavalera is very different from Killer BQ. They're all very, they have their unique sounds, and what I do in each band is also different, you know. In Killer BQ, I sing just a little bit and play a lot of guitar. And Cavalera is me and Igor, so it's fun to play with my brother. And Soulfly is my baby, you know, from the beginning. So it's I love it. We have a new record, Archangel, coming out in August. I'm very excited for this album.
Great. Now, what do you think is the shittiest band or music style in the world?
Justin Bieber. Fucking.
What member of a band is the most retarded? You know, because in Czech Republic we normally say it's the drummer.
In our band, I think he's the craziest. He's the guitar player, Mark, because he's kind of a fitness freak into workout. So sometimes, like 3 a.m, we stop in a truck stop, and he'll be running circles around the bus at 3 a.m. in the rain. Yeah, crazy guy, crazy. So he's
healthy guitarist.
Healthy, too healthy for me.
What would make you stop playing music?
Death. That's it.
Only one.
Only that. Otherwise, I will keep playing forever.
Do you want to die on a stage?
I like to. Would have been epic, you know.
Okay, so thanks a lot for me. It was a great time. I'm really, really proud to see you.
Thank you. See you tonight.
Max Cavalera.
Málo která symfonická metalová kapela je tak milovaná v Čechách, jako jsou Nightwish. Tak je tady máte.
Hello, we welcome you warmly in Czech Republic after a few months. So it's been just a short break. You played in December in Prague. So it's been only a couple of weeks basically, and you come back again to see our fans. And how would you consider this time? What's your impression after 4 years in Nightwish?
Well, it's been fantastic, really.
Has it been 4 years already?
It's going to be 4 in September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time together, sometimes more than with our, partners at home or with the ones of us who have children. So, yeah, you spend a lot of time, and we are different personalities. But fortunately, we had that click from the beginning off, but there's a lot of comical relief as well. That helps.
I think that's the most important thing. You just have to be able to laugh at anything and everything. I mean, there are very few things in this world that are dead serious. So you have to be able to laugh at yourself foremost.
Would you remember what was the very first song from Nightwish that you heard?
You're asking the person who can never remember any titles or names. But it was their second album.
Okay.
You have to help me with the name.
Oceanborn.
Oceanborn, because I always mix them up in what order they came, because for me it's all the same now. They are all awesome. But it must have been Oceanborn back in...
98, 99. It came out in November 98.
Okay, yeah. And I was already in After Forever in my own band back then. That started in 97. So for me it's like, finally there's another band with a female singer, and this voice and this combination was revolutionary.
How do you spend your day when you're waiting for your show? Do you just today is actually after all quite nice weather, so do you just enjoy being out, or do you rehearse, or what is your routine?
There definitely is a lot of hanging around going on.
Yeah.
A lot of off days.
Travel days,
all that.
Yeah.
So a little bit of talking, brainstorming, lots of books and YouTube, and lovely restaurants. That's pretty much it for me.
Everybody has different routines. Some people can just watch movies endlessly. Other people have games. Or I like to study.
Okay.
Study language. And
what language do you study?
well, I started off with Finnish. Logically enough, I wanted to understand the guys a bit better. And Finnish is not an easy language at all. But I live in Sweden now, so now I'm also studying Swedish, and it's just a lovely way to spend time. And I like to work out, and I always try to get the rest. We always joke, see you at the gym tomorrow at 7. Never happens, but no. That's a good way to pass time. Sometimes, when it's a show day, and you want to be super ready when the show comes. All your focus and your energy needs to be there at that moment, and that sometimes enables you to spend too much energy on other things during the day. So a super heavy workout or an intense study session or a lot of sightseeing or whatever takes too much of either your mind or your body will have an effect. Even the day before, as a singer at least, like let's have a good glass of wine or a bottle or two. You have to be careful. So you have to always think what comes, because the show is the most important, and that sometimes is the cause of hanging around, because that is basically the only thing you have energy for if you want to make sure that you're there at the right moment.
Do you ever go to see some bands that play before you, or basically you know them all, so it's maybe just to support them or say hi from
I'd
the
love
crowd?
to, but the thing is that if you want to see a band, you want to have the actual experience, that it sounds and looks good, and then you need to go over there with the people, and that's just impossible, unfortunately. Yeah. So it's a personal
thing. Yeah, absolutely. But if there's a band playing that I really love, then I'll just push everybody away. I'm so sorry, me time now. I'm gonna watch this band. Shut up. Yeah, whenever I can, or try to arrange it. Like we played somewhere, and this was this huge arena, and the top floor was not open for audience. Okay. So I asked, and then I managed to get up there so I could watch a band. Yeah.
Well, okay. So, and I wish you a great time at the festival.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that the crowd will be amazing. Everyone's waiting for you, so have fun.
Mám jednu kamarádku, která má tady vykérováno přes, jak se to jmenuje, klíční kosti, Papa Roach. Tak tady je máš, holka jedna.
you're an abysmal.
Waiting for a Jackie crash.
Jackie crash.
It's the infamous, the ridiculous, the most insane in the membrane. Kobe Dick, aka Jacoby Shaddix, Papa Roach, out here in Prague. That's right, you're watching Jackie crush, and you rocking it.
Jackie Crash on the road.
Dear Mr. Crash, here is your ticket to business class.
It's a love-hate relationship with modern technology. I like to use the applications and Instagram, and I think that that's a great way to reach our fans. But when I go home, I put my phone away. I don't do Instagram or Twitter when I'm home. I just focus on my family. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm out here, I use the technology, but when I go home, it's like, all right, I got a phone on the wall. It's ring, ring. I'm like, hello? Oh, I can't walk. I got to be over here. You know, or I check my email. When you're sitting at dinner with your family and it's like, bing, and you're like, oh, what's up? And then you get into it, and then you go into the email, and then you're looking at this, and the next thing you know, like, your family's eating their dinner, and I'm over here, and they're like, yo, we're here. The first concert I went to was Rage Against the Machine. That was after my musical taste had changed. I didn't go to a lot of concerts when I was younger. I think when I was like in high school, that's when I started going to concerts. And I've seen them all now, you know what I'm saying? And now we're sharing the stage with some of the people that I idolized when I was a kid.
What is the way how you listen to music?
Either it's on my iPhone, I'll stream music on Spotify or Pandora, CDs sometimes when I'm in my truck back home, and also when I'm home I listen to LPs. And I listen to my kid play drums. That's fun too, you know what I'm saying? But I love the LPs, the old records, man. I got a really big collection of records, and so that's kind of one of the things that I like to do when I'm home is just, I got a special room in the front of the house. It's like music room, and it's all about music, you know what I mean? And so that's where I go listen, that's where I write, that's just where I'm creative. I do a lot of reading in that room, so it's like my space.
Which food you hate?
Oh, which food do I hate? Oh, there was this food, man. My mom used to make it when I was a kid, like tuna fish casserole. And I would eat anything except tuna fish casserole, dude. It's just, and I'll eat tuna fish, like a tuna steak. I'll eat tuna sushi. But when it comes to this tuna fish casserole, dude, it just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little kid, and I'm like sitting up there, I'm like, I can't eat this, Mom. I just can't. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I love you, Mom, but this is terrible. Everybody else in the family loves it. They're like, I'm like,
non-alcoholic drink.
Right here, dude. Water. Just water, man. That's my kick, dude. Iced tea sometimes, but water just keeps me healthy. It's great for my voice, good for my body, good for my skin, good for my health, good for my liver. Because I did so much drinking, dude. Like, I drank until my liver was fucked up. My doctor was like, listen, if you continue drinking like this, you're going to die from drinking. And so, you know what I mean? Water and coffee. I love coffee. Oh, I love coffee. Those are the two favorites. Coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Where the hell is Jackie Crash?
Wake up, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie Crash.
Normálně by teďko byla soutěž, ale protože přetočíno na nic se nás stát nebudeme, respektive budeme, ale nemusíte soutěžit, rozhodli jsme se, že zjistíme, kam až všude jako došáhneme s Plewellem. To znamená, napište nám, odkud sledujete náš Plewell. A ty v odpovědi, které budou buď to největší prdel světa, anebo nejdál, jako třeba v Austrálii, no tak vám to nepošleme, to by stálo moc prachu. Ale chápeš, jako jo, že vybereme nějaký místa, ty nám přijde jako pěkný a tam vám to pošleme. Tak. Takže, a co můžete získat? Tak například 2 vstupenky do kina na 13. ledna na premiéru dokumentu o Rammsteinech. Je to dokument o kapele plus ještě záznam z koncertu. A dostanete to vlastně kam budete chtít, protože na rammsteinvkinech.cz si můžete vybrat i to kino, po republice jich je asi 100, kde se můžete nechat napsat na guest list. My to vám to jako zařídíme, jo? Tak a jedeme dál, takže jedeme. Kvartální předplatný rock a popu, Cech objevitelů, krásná knížka od Kevina Costnera, kombinace jakože to dobrodružná věc a je to jakože beletrie plus komiks, moc hezká věc. Slušný kanál Tričko, Vladi Vojsko, nová deska, voucher na 3 hodiny do Aqua Palace, nová deska společná Arakainu a Dimitri, jo, z jarního turné, živáčky, plus tam jsou 3 společní singly, Limetal nová deska, otvírák Limetal na píváky, páska, tričko XL pro velký kluky. A to je asi všechno, podle mě, jo, to stačí. Mějte se krásně, dávejte na sebe pozor, hodně štěstí v novém roce a ať je ten nový rok ještě hustší než ten předtím, vole. Metal dětem.